Hey guys, this is Main here again. So, got another IE review. Another person reaching out to me on Discord asking for some general assistance for their account. Looks like they have some things to work on, some things they see they're probably neglecting just from the dashboard. So, I'm kind of excited to go into this one, delve a little bit deep, see what we can do, get him back on track, see what he can do to improve his account overall. As always, if you guys do want an IE or toolbox review, feel free to leave a comment, but mostly message me on Discord. I'll be available there. I'll just reach out to me, tell me what you'd like to see, what you're trying to progress, see if I can give you some direction that way. If I find something a little bit different you should rather be focusing on, I'll give you some advice on that as well. As always, message me on Discord, MainZ. Go ahead and pull it up here real quick. MainZ, MANEZED. Again, feel free to reach out to me on Discord. We'll get something going there. So go from there. Sounds good. Now, starting out, I just saw Lava post a teaser I didn't see yesterday at 9 p.m. So I'm going to look at that in just a second. Anyways, getting off track. So today we have Crimsoncat. He requested an IE review, toolbox review. He just very quickly had to say, I feel like a very large portion of my profile is quite far behind, so damage is suffering. So, I mean, two things there. His profile's behind, his damage is suffering. So, I mean, we'll see what we can do to help him out with damage, see what we can do to help him out just generally progressing. Looks like he's okay. So we're earlier than some earlier progression than some of the accounts we previously had. Looks like he's probably World 4 is my guess. Yeah, not World 5 quite yet. So getting his spice grind up, getting cooking done, trying to progress a little bit. So let's see if he's kind of on the right path. He's at Demon Genies right now. He's fighting Rams. Okay, he's probably leveling up his character. He's at Worms on that character. Looks like he is pushing with the DK because I think Worms are farther, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't been in World 4 in a while. Yeah, okay, Worms are further. My one thing I want to mention here is that you have the card set for skill efficiency. I'd swap it off to the damage drop in EXP. And if you are playing DK active, Chaotic Amarok's not the best card because you don't benefit from this. Also, you have Big Brain Time on, so if you are pushing actively on your DK, this is going to make it harder to push because it just increases the HP. It will reduce the amount of kills you get. Likewise, I generally recommend not using Unending Prayer. More often than not, you'll forget it's there, and then if you leave a character longer than 10 hours, you won't benefit from it. They won't benefit from anything after 10 hours. Okay, yeah, and you have 2 star signs. You can probably, you have some fairly easy ones to get. I mean, you just need to click on this one in Blunder Hills. You are close to getting Dr. Defecus on 3 players. I mean, you just need to kill on 1 more. The AFK ones are just annoying. And this one, I think you just need to go click on, and you'll be good. You'll get some more star points there. This one might take you a while getting to the mining node as a mage class, but you push there, reach a star on 3 players. I guarantee you probably have. Faraway peers, I don't think you've gotten there yet. AFK on 3 players, you need on 1 more player. You just need to reach the star, clear the Coliseum on 1 more player. Make sure to click on it. This one might take a little bit. You might be able to do this actually, you might be able to do this now. Just go on your Maestro and you'll be able to kill it. By the way, Maestro does count as beginner class, so anything that's beginner specific, you can kill it on your Maestro. Reach level 90 on 6 players. I think you're there. So yeah, I mean, you have a lot of star signs and constellations. You could just click on get the points for, that way you can just upgrade them. The faster you get to Hydron, the better. That means the more star signs you're able to equip. So you want to get here as soon as possible, that we can align with 3 at once. That'll help pretty much anything you want. You want chopping efficiency, you got it. You want skilling prowess for now. I think you're probably going to be benefiting from skill prowess for now. You want AFK gains, whatever you need. Star signs will be there. You just need to go do some of the easier ones. So go through your constellations here, click on the easier ones, you'll get some easy points for. Progress to Hydron, unlock that, and get to 3. Unlock Hydron star sign. Easy constellations to complete still. Cool, perfect. Let's just make sure real quick, do you have stamps unlocked from World 1 World 2, World 3. Not quite. Yeah, you have some fairly easy ones to unlock. Some of them are quest specific, some of them are drop table specific. 7-figure followers. I know it's a World 1 quest, but it's going to take you a while to finish it. I recommend, probably not now, might not be a good time to focus on it. I recommend pushing to World 5 as soon as possible, just because World 5 gives you a lot of bonuses, but eventually you do want to focus on getting the 7-figure followers quest. Turn it in on just one character, that we have the ability on your turn it on a character that's not elemental sorcerer or bubo is my recommendation, because bubo and ES you can farm the quest materials to later get green stacks for, which I think you are kind of introduced to here, because in lab there is a node, this node right here, unadulterated banking fury. It gives you more damage for every green stack of a resource you have, which is 10 million or more items. And it has a neat, handy little icon in the bottom left of your storage to show you how many green stacks you have. The 156, I have 156 green stacks. So you'll be able to green stack those quest items, get more damage. It's kind of a later game thing, but it's important for Equinox later, because I think it's kind of required you have some quest items that are green stacked to get there to that point. Okay. We'll come back to Refinery. I'll just double check the Refinery chart to make sure you're doing those things. My suggestion on stamps real quick. You have some levels, you have some stamps you can upgrade relatively easily. The strength stamp, this will just give you more damage for your DK. As well, since you're probably pushing with your DK, I recommend trying to focus on wisdom, that way you have accuracy. So try to push book stamp up. I don't remember where you unlock the other wisdom. You haven't unlocked already. So yeah, upgrade this, upgrade this. You don't benefit from percent all stat yet, but these are base stat stamps. So eventually these are going to be really good ways of getting damage and accuracy later. So if you're struggling with accuracy, upgrade the wisdom here on your DK. Upgrade agility if you're pushing with a mage class, or upgrade strength if you're upgrade strength if you're pushing with a what's it called, archer class. I think those are the accuracy. I think that's how the accuracy works. I honestly can't remember all in my head. I just know the warriors are wisdom, so look that up. Just double check that those, upgrade your substat for accuracy gain, that way you can push your characters through the world. I'll just look that up. Archer, hang on, just make sure. Yeah, strength. Okay, like I said. So yeah, upgrade the substat, that we have accuracy, that we're not running into accuracy issues in World 4. It's commonly a problem I see people run into when you're trying to push World 4, especially DK. DK specifically needs a lot of accuracy because he gets a damage bonus for having 1.5 times the maximum accuracy, the 100% accuracy required for a monster. So if you're running into accuracy issues, which I did see, you did equip cards to try to hit that, so you're at least aware of it, so that's good. But if you're running below that, and I suspect you are, you're going to have less damage. The reason I suspect you are is because you have this talent active. You have this active talent used. It's an active buff, but this lowers your damage. So, I mean, it's not that great. You want to try to wean off of this if you can, because it does lower your damage. It does boost your accuracy, so I mean, the overall net benefit's probably good for you, but you can probably wean off of this relatively soon if you upgrade both your defense and accuracy through stamps, which you should be able to do relatively easily. So yeah, upgrade the arcane stamp and book stamp specifically. Those will give you a bunch of accuracy. Additionally, if you can craft new gear, use the World 4 stones. So use the World 4 stones. You see it says it'll give you +3 main stat. So the way it calculates main stat is it calculates it based on the class you currently are on. So I'm currently on a Bubo, which is a mage class, so it'll give me wisdom. If I were to go to my DK, it would give me strength. So one way you can kind of eke out a little bit more accuracy is if you give your warrior weapon. So I suppose I'll craft one real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. If I give my warrior weapon over to a mage, like this spear, for example, and I take a World 4 stone, you'll see it currently gives 3 strength, 1 wisdom. If I apply this right now, if it succeeds, you see it gives 3 strength, 4 wisdom. So I'm getting a little extra wisdom here just because I use the stone on my mage rather than on my DK. So a little bit of advice. If you're struggling with accuracy, that's something you can If you need more damage and you don't need much accuracy, then do it on your DK. But generally, people who go into World 4 are probably struggling with accuracy a little bit. Generally, your stamp levels, I don't know, but generally the good stamp level would be for heading into World 4. You're kind of into mid World 4. Well, I'd say probably about like 40% through World 4. I would recommend probably getting this up to 1,000. I think that's feasible. You still have some stamps you can unlock through quests, through World 3 mobs, through I think this is a quest in World 1 actually. This Papa Pega. So you can get a little bit more damage here as well. You should be able to upgrade your stamps enough to hit 1,000. It's generally just a good point. You don't necessarily benefit from overall stamp level yet, but you'll eventually need a bunch of stamp levels, so I recommend focusing on them now. Don't forget about them. They're definitely important. They do play a big role in your account in boosting base damage and stuff like that. So absolutely go back, upgrade some of your stats and damage here through stamps. One of the easier ways you can do that. Other easy way is Alchemy, of course. So never sleep on Alchemy. Never forget about it. I'd say you're progressing fairly nicely in bubbles for World 4. You're almost... Yellow Cauldron specifically, I'd highly recommend trying to upgrade as much as you can to get to Diamond Chef. You won't benefit from it that much unless you push cooking really hard, but Diamond Chef does play a big role in boosting cooking by quite a lot later game. But you are focusing on some of the bubbles you should be, like Larry, for example, is a good one to focus on. Specifically for you and your point in progression, FMJ and Shackeracy are going to be really important. I think you should probably upgrade Shackeracy a bit more. I don't know if you have the bloaches to support it. Check if you are. Yeah, you are printing bloaches, so you're aware that it's important. Yeah, Shackeracy is going to be really good to help boost your accuracy. But again, going back to what I said about stamps and the little stone upgrade, it'll boost the effectiveness that the substat gives you for your character. So the more wisdom you have, Shackeracy plays a bigger role in giving you more accuracy. So the more you upgrade this, the more of a snowball it'll have for your account. That way you don't lack on accuracy at any point in the game. So that's my suggestion, is upgrade Shackeracy as much as you can if you're running into accuracy issues, and FMJ for defense. Those are two big bubbles to help you push through a lot of the worlds. As well, if you're running into any defense issues, Hemoglobin talent will help you quite a lot. This talent right here. If you don't have this maxed out, which hopefully you do, you can check real quick. Okay, you don't yet. You have this at level 10. So I'd recommend finishing the World 1 tasks, the merit shop right here, so that way you can max out hemoglobin. This will just give you more healing every time you kill a mob. It does help with your AFK info. As you can see, I am massively under the defense requirement for this zone, but I still have 100% survivability. That's because of hemoglobin. It'll give me survivability that we have to be less reliant on food to survive through the worlds. That way you can wean off of, well, I mean, you probably still want to use food, but you'll be able to use less of it if you're running into any defense issues. So upgrade hemoglobin, try to get to 50 and upgrade it on your characters. Perfect, good. Also, I just saw a big thing. On your equipment, I mean, these are new characters, so I don't fault you for not having a lot of gear on them yet, but definitely don't leave them behind, don't forget about them. One thing I want to note as well, if you're running into accuracy issues, upgrade your skills so that they can equip better tools, and use respective stones on those tools as well. Like if you need wisdom, go on your mage class, use it, like I said before. But generally just having these are stat sticks. These will give you whatever stats you need. So if you need damage, use your main stat. If you need accuracy, use your all stat, use your substat. But obviously you need to craft the tools first for them to actually be working. And also, you don't have traps on some of these characters. I mean, that's fairly easy to do. Something you should absolutely be doing. Go back to World 3, buy at least the base trap. Obviously, try to upgrade them if you have the resources to upgrade them. But again, those are just stat sticks you can do. Also, since you are in World 4, you should be able to equip a splicer like this character has. Absolutely upgrade this. Get this on all your characters. Again, it's a great stat stick you can do. It gives you 5 all stat, and then you can upgrade it with the stones even further. So buy these in your characters, upgrade them. It'll give you whatever you're looking for. Absolutely. And now that I look at it, I think you're probably pushing on your Blood Berserker. I don't know. No, you're cooking. Never mind. Forget me. Cool. Other nitpicky thing I do want to mention, go finish your key quests as well. you're early enough to where you don't necessarily feel the impact of this yet, but you will be needing a lot of keys later for a variety of reasons, specifically Cheezor. You want to you want to finish the quest on all your characters when you get there with them, just so you can start collecting the Cheezor keys every single day. Same with Efont, same with Amarok as well. Go finish the quest. You only need to complete it on 3 more characters. I think this one's just getting dog bones. This one is doing a variety of tasks, killing like moonmen, getting a ghost or whatever. But the sooner you finish these quests, the better that we can start stockpiling keys. Because later game you'll need them for things like gems or Cheezor specifically. There's an endgame pendant, endgame necklace that is best in slot for every single character. Divine Scarf, all AFK game. It's really good. You obviously won't get there for quite a while, but the sooner you start stockpiling them, the easier you can farm the materials you need to craft that scarf. So absolutely go back, unlock these. It's generally pretty good for your account. And if you're ever missing gems, the World 1 merit, I believe, World 2 merit, where is it? There's one that gives you gems for killing bosses. Yeah, this one. World bosses can now drop gems. So every time you kill a base boss, you have a chance to drop gems. So if you ever need gems, you can farm them. You want to farm them specifically probably on like World 4, World 5 boss because you can farm the keys. But I mean, if you're ever struggling, you can go back and do that. But you'll need those for like V-Men speedrun. You'll need them for the Cheezor Scarf. Go back, do keys, finish the quest is my recommendation there. And we're going to look at Alchemy a little bit. Let's talk about Refinery. So, let's see. That's a bad link there. Idleon Refinery chart. That's a bad one. Okie doke. So Refinery, you're at rank 10 red salts, 4, 3. So I mean, you're doing okay. You are kind of, I'm gonna say you're a little bit off the mark where your balance should be. So I'll pull up the chart here. So you should be running, I mean, the closest you have right now is probably the 1163. So you want to get your red salts up to level 11. You want to get your orange salts up to level 6, and you want your blue salts where they are. So in your refinery, set these to auto refine at 10%. Set this at 0. Set this at always keep red salts at 0 and always keep green salts at 0. I suspect you are running into resource issues in trying to rank this up. So try to get prints for spore caps and ores specifically. I always recommend that there's always a few classes you want to stick with their skilling prints or mob prints. Generally, here's how my 3D printer is set up. I have most of my mage classes printing logs because it's what they're best at. Their wisdom stat gives them chopping efficiency, so I have them focusing on printing logs. My warrior class, my blood berserker specifically, he's fishing. He does like a fishing print, and my DK has mining prints. The only classes I really recommend printing base material, like monster materials, with would be Beastmaster or your V-Men. Your V-Man specifically has, your Maestro right now, when you get a V-Man, he'll be really good at getting monster materials. You won't really need all that much from your other characters. So generally what I recommend is going on your Beastmaster and getting the horns and the mushroom caps that you need. That way you can print enough to upgrade your refinery. And the skilling materials you use on those respective classes. So mages use chopping. Your warriors will either be fishing if it's a blood berserker or mining if it's a divine knight, is my recommendation. They have the most efficiency of those skills, so you have higher prints of them. And I mean, you can see the effect of that. You have 12.7k copper ore print, which is, I think, fairly good for where you are in the point at your point in the game. And your other characters, I don't think you want to push the 3D printer that way you're able to have prints on these characters is what you should be doing as well. Salt Lick is solid. It's going to take you a while to get up there, but getting this for bigger 3D print samples is going to be pretty good. Yes, as well. You also don't have skulls on all your characters. Again, it's a stat stick. It's more stats for you. But the longer you wait in getting this unlocked, the worse your account's going to be. You're at the point for you understand what Charge Siphon does, I recommend not doing it. I'd recommend pushing your worship level as much as you can. Also, a good tip is if you go to Goblin Gore Fest in the Goblins map, use a bunch of green balloons. You'll be able to level up your worship by quite a lot. So I don't know how many balloons you have, but if you want to upgrade your worship level on some of your characters, you can do that through the balloons. You just need to summon the wave and then start using balloons. You'll be able to upgrade your levels quite fast. And you have, wow, okay, you have 72, 58, 42, 10. I mean, you're doing pretty good. Let's look at your buildings. I want to see specifically boulder rollers. Perfect. So yeah, this is early game what you want to do. You want to upgrade boulder rollers, that way you can progress tower defense even further. So I mean, I'm fairly impressed. Doing pretty good there. Yeah, Frosty Firefight. You're wave 10. Frosty Firefight's kind of the hard lock for people because I think you kind of need Krakens and you need Stormcallers to really get through and push those to high levels. But I mean, you have Skilled Dimwit unlocked. You have the other important one is Royal Sampler. So I highly recommend equipping Royal Sampler because it'll increase your 3D printer sample size. Don't get fooled by this all EXP gain. It's not as big of a reduction as you think it might be compared to some of the other ones. It only destroys 0.33 right now of your skill EXP and class EXP. So I have it equipped right now, so if it were to unequip it, it would give me 24.41 or something if I were at your level. So I mean, it's not that big of a loss to equip Royal Sampler, but it'll massively increase your 3D printer sample size. So if you're struggling for prints, that's absolutely the way to upgrade them for now. And actually, I still have them equipped on my character. I do want to mention, like it's that good of a prayer. I highly recommend equipping it at pretty much all stages of the game until you're very, very, very late game, like probably World 7 at your progress. I don't know. Okay, actually, I do want to check. Yeah, not a lot of your characters do have the prints, except you have the Royal Sampler prayer equipped. Yeah, again, go equip it on all your characters is my recommendation. Going to cooking. So I mean, we kind of got through all this. So yeah, yeah. Again, regarding trapping, just buy the base trap for your characters. For your Maestro specifically, try to try to push towards nature traps as soon as you can. Actually, don't know where you unlock nature traps. It's in the 3-1. So try to unlock nature traps as fast as you can because they have a special trap mode where it gives you 0 trap, like 0 critters, but it'll give you massively increased EXP. So if you set like a 20-hour trap for your Maestro, you'll get a 75 times EXP multiplier, which will massively increase his trapping EXP, and that'll boost him further, which is something you'll benefit from later. So the earlier you start doing that, the better. It's kind of up to you at this point if you want to start doing that because you don't benefit from it yet. You can instead just focus on getting more critters that way you're able to progress your account a little bit further because, I mean, you do need the critters at some point for upgrading your tools, upgrading some of your vials. So I mean, you can focus on just getting critters, but first of all, your first order of business is just equip traps on all your characters. Use the respective World Force stones to upgrade them so you get more stats. That you can just generally progress your account a little bit further, and you unlock more trapping spots. So you'll have more critters to unlock, more critters to gather every single time you collect your traps. Also, collect them. You have 4 days gone on this character. You haven't equipped collected your frogs. For now, trapping is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt. Your hunter, you do have the eagle eye talent, so it's a little bit easier. But if you can collect your traps on the eagle eye talent from your hunter, so it's a little bit easier. Eventually, you'll unlock automation arm. You'll be able to do it from World 3. But for now, just collect manually, collect on your hunter, and you'll be able to get your critters. And Equinox is not there yet. I imagine you're probably a little too early to start farming out Equinox. Death Note, you shouldn't really be focusing on these numbers all that much. Something to keep in the back of your mind as you're progressing World 4 and you need money. Green mushrooms, when you're able to equip it in the lab, will give you some, specifically this one right here. I think you're kind of far off from this right now, but this will give you more money. So if you need more money, mushroom kills will be how you do it. Generally, I think your focus should be on progressing World 4 as opposed to going back to doing other things. Um, so yeah, just to keep in the back of your mind, if you are struggling with money, mushrooms or getting green mushroom kills is generally how you do it. Yeah. My only recommendation regarding lab right now is you should have just about everyone in lab right now trying to push their lab level while you have one person pushing. You want to push your lab nodes till you can get Killer Brightside. The faster you can get to Killer Brightside, the faster you can push World 4. This will generally just increase your kills for Death Note and Portals, so it'll make it easier to push through World 4. So whoever you're pushing it with, they're obviously off lab. Everyone else in lab until you have enough people to get this node. So if you require 5 people to get here, only put 5 people in lab. Have the other people do skilling, cooking, whatever, or even pushing themselves AFK wise through World 4. And you don't really have that many chips yet. So, yeah. And let's talk about cooking. So, you have some meals you can probably spend like a ladle or two on just to upgrade. You get more damage, you can get more cash here. You're doing the good thing here of progressing meal cooking speed. You're hard focusing that, which is what you should be doing early game. Just don't neglect some of the easier bonuses you can get from like turkey and salad. Your big push right now should be trying to unlock corn dog. It's basically just a better egg. So once you unlock this, you'll have more cooking speed. You'll be able to upgrade it probably another level or two, and it'll kind of be flip flopping back and forth between egg, corn dog, cabbage, and some of the earlier meals. But generally, corn dog is a big power spike in cooking. It'll increase your cooking speed by quite a lot. So I recommend trying to unlock that as soon as you can. So trying to push the territory battles to unlock that spice. Oh, cool. And you're at Course Mountains, so you just passed Beach Dogs. So, can you actually unlock it? I think you can. I think you might be able to unlock this. You can definitely unlock some of the other meals as well. So, don't neglect them. You may as well try to get them. Because, why not? This will help you with breeding, pushing breeding a little bit, unlocking pizza. So, unlock pizza, unlock pancakes so you have more pixel line width and mainframe. That way you don't have to worry about your characters being... You don't have to worry about putting too many characters in lab. Pancakes will help a little bit in making sure you can put less characters in lab, and then they can be focused on other things. You should really be pushing lab. I do want to mention this. You should be pushing lab when you really hit World 5 and you unlock the Goat God. Pretty much everyone should be focused on pushing Divinity when you get there. And when you unlock the Goat God, pretty much everyone turns into a lab rat for quite a while. But yeah, back to cooking, back on topic, is try to unlock corn dog if you can. Push that up a little bit. Yeah, there's that really. So overall, you're doing pretty good. I will say I don't find any aspect of your account really slacking, so to speak. I think you're generally progressing fairly well. That's that. You should really just be pushing the yellow cauldron here, so you can unlock Diamond Chef, so you can benefit from that a little bit. Back to your stamps, really try to push your stamp collection a little bit further. Like I said, you're missing some from easy sources like killing snowmen, kind of AFK. You can get that. Some of the quests are, I want to say, fairly easy, so you can unlock like base fishing efficiency. It's from Drop Table 12. Not sure which one that is, but Wellington for multi-fish chance. You get base mining efficiency. Agile Stamp for just base agility. Again, base strength, more damage, more accuracy for your warrior classes. Go back and do these and upgrade your stamps when you can, because these will help you not only now but also later game. The more you focus on stamps, the better it'll be for your account. Like I said, I think a stamp level around 1000 shouldn't be too hard for you to achieve right now, and it's something that'll help boost your account even further. So I think that's probably a good stopping point there. And obviously you get your keys. Don't forget about those. So yeah, I think we're at a good stopping point. I think that'll help you progress by quite a bit. As always, if you have any further questions or something you want me to elaborate on a little bit further, feel free to message me on Discord. I'm always there for you as a resource. And yeah, hopefully this will help you progress in the next few weeks. This should give you quite enough time next few weeks to sort of progress and think about your account a little bit further. So hopefully that helps. And I'll see you hopefully in the next few weeks and we can do like a progress update or something. Yeah, have fun. Good luck.